Tarun Anand. I think many of you might have heard about him, or maybe got to meet him, when you are in campus, right? And of course, he is a very young, dynamic, CEO who has been with the big organizations like Thomson Reuters and HSBC and Standard Charters, and of course, he's a TEDx speaker as well, right? So these two from the industry leading Universal Business School. Definitely, I also being part of industry. That definitely what I'm trying to say here is Universal Business School is for the industry, by the industry. Okay, very, very practical and very, very industry focused skills is what we are offering here at Universal Business School. Now, I will not go into each one of these detail, but if I ask you, my dear students who are there, some of you can volunteer, you can unmute, maybe Risha can unmute 1 or 2 students and can ask them, if I have to ask you, who inspires you in terms of the leaders in the business world in India, who inspires you or who you think of, if I say that you admire the most? Can some of you volunteer, please, my dear students?
Yes, ma'am. Ratan Tata.
Ratan Tata. So Ratan Tata is a resounding name that will come across, and why do you think so? Why not Nirav Modi, or why not the guy from, Fisher Airlines? Why is not that the case?
Ma'am,
ethics.
Yes, the ethics. Yeah.
It's the ethics, right? And of course, Universal Business School, the 3E model we follow, ethics is paramount. Corporate governance is paramount in our, it's in our DNA. It's in everything that we do. Ethics is part of it. And of course, experiential learning, as I said, it is by the people, by the industry, for the industry. So experiential learning, very, very important. Now, I'll just give you a glimpse because, once you join, I'll be talking in detail about it. But I just want to give you idea what experiential learning is all about. If you see, usually what happens in a 2-year MBA program, right? After first year completion, students go for mandatory summer internship project of 2 months or 3 months, correct? And then they come back, and then of course second year starts, they get placed, and then of course the degree, awarding of the degree. But here at Universal Business School, okay, for a 2-year MBA program, what happens is in the term 2, there are 6 terms, first 3 terms in the first year, and then of course 3 terms in the second year. So at the end of term 2, you have something called CMAPs, okay, a collaborative multidisciplinary approach to problem solving, right? This is called industry expedition of 1 month. You will work on live problem statement from the industry, right? From the corporate world, and a group environment, of course, right? So that is part of your curriculum. That once that is getting over, then again you come back for your term 3. Again, after a phase 1, term 3, courses are delivered. Again, in phase 2, you will go for the second CMAPs. Again, you will work on a live problem statement from the industry. So you will, before even going for summer internship, you will have 2 months worth of very good hands-on experience to work in an industry atmosphere in a live project. Okay, so that's what I talk about when I talk about experiential learning. You learn by doing. That's the best way to learn. Okay. And adults learn by doing, not only just by reading and observing, they learn by doing. And that's the best part about Universal Business School. Besides this, of course, at a module level, at a course level, you will find a lot of experiential learning, simulation, gamification, role play, and etc. Right? And environment, of course, environment, it's like mind-blowing what UBS has done so far. This place, the Karjat, the main campus here was completely barren land. But now if you come here and you will see during the rainy season how beautiful it is, right? Environment is not only about the trees and the about the animals and such, but it is about the ecosystem. We have impacted the tribals living here, right? It's a very important part of our DNA to give back to the society. So we work on this 3E model. Yes, Kehan Noshian.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
I had a question. Like, as you said, that we'll have this experiential learning and hands-on experience before summer internship. So that will be going on in the campus, or will be sent somewhere else?
You will be outside. You will be working, okay, whether in Pune, Mumbai, Delhi.
Oh, okay.
Yes. You will be working on it. Okay, it will be like an internship, but not an internship. Yes.
Okay, through the college meeting.
Yeah, you will be working in a group environment. Internship is individual. right?
Kind of something like a field trip, like from the school you'll be
Yes,
going.
yes, but it is a one-month project,
Yeah,
full
yeah.
project project. Yes.
Okay.
So Nara Shiva Prasad, I will take his question, and after that, I think it is best if you put all your points down. I will pass through the presentation, and then you can ask me question. It will be really nice. Okay, so Nara, I will take your question at least. Yes, Nara. Anything?
Like, thank you for giving this opportunity. Like, I want to ask, like, if you go to internship, you will get any certificate for that?
Yes, 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 yes. Of course, you will get certificate for that. You will get credit points for that. For instance, I will just give you, just to clarify what CMAPS is all about. CMAPS in lieu of 2 modules. Either you have a choice to study 2 extra modules here, okay, or you get through the problem statement, you get through the CMAPS project, you have to qualify for it, okay, and you go through the CMAPS project, you get the credit for it. Right, so there will be not only the project you work on, you have to present, okay, you have to submit your report to the company, plus you have to somewhat report to UBS, and of course there will be evaluation, and based on that evaluation you will get your grades. So this is very much part of your actual transcript, your grade sheet. Okay, so you have to every term 2 and term 3 has been divided into two parts, phase 1, phase 2. So in phase 1, there will be some subjects, 4 to 5 subjects, which all of us have to do. And then phase 2 is all about whether you qualify for CMAPS. If you don't qualify for CMAPS, then you stay back in campus and you study 2 or 3 modules. Okay. Similarly, in term 3 also, the same pattern will be repeated. So now whoever has done CMAPS will also get credit points. Whoever does the subjects in lieu of CMAPS will also get credited. Okay. So the credit points remains the same because AICT, my dear, we are AICT, licensee holder. So we have to complete number of credit points for you to be conferred PGDM. Okay. So I hope the thing is clear, Narashiva. Okay.
Ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, great. So I don't want to go into UBS accolades, but I want to tell you, it was a very proud moment, last winter in November, December for the academic year, we were, awarded the Education Icon 2021 award by Times Education, right? And of course, we have a lot of rankings and such. I'm not going to go into that, right? And you can look at it in the website. It is there. It's in public domain, so you don't have to worry about it. Now, let me come to another thing. When we say universal business school, we are truly universal in the sense that students from all across the states come. We have some international students, we have some international faculty coming and teaching. Why? Because we have great partnership with foreign institutions, right? We have from Cardiff Met, of course, we have from University of Economics, Varna, Bulgaria, Swiss School of Management, INSEC, Lincoln University, USA, and of course, Northeastern Illinois University, again from USA. Okay, and of course, our PGDM is NBA accredited, which is National Board of Accreditation. That means all our processes are quality control, and it is very important for for you to look at your degree. This is a very valuable degree that you are getting. Simran, I know you have raised your hand. Is it very imperative that I take your question, or can it wait till my delivery? Simran?
Ma'am, I can wait, ma'am. No worries.
Thank you, Simran.
Thank you.
Yes. So now I would like to ask the student, have you heard of our strategic partnerships with foreign institutions, my dear student, my dear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Great.
ma'am.
Excellent. Now,
Yes,
out
ma'am.
of all of these, do you know which one is the oldest one?
Cardiff,
Cardiff University.
Cardiff.
Metropolitan University partnership goes way back to 2014, 13-14, right? So it is the oldest, and currently it is the 16th batch that is running. Okay, because we have 2 different intakes, one in March and one in July, right?
So my question was related to this Cardiff only.
Yes, I'm going to today deliver only about Cardiff, Simran. So you don't worry. This is just the introduction to UBS, right? To set the tone of the presentation. I will now jump into Cardiff, okay? Very soon. So I hope you wait for it, okay?
Sure.
It is the oldest means what? That it is the longest running means what? It has been successful. Otherwise, it will be a full stop, right? So it has been the longest running, very successful, very well accepted by the corporate world, its degree, right? And of course, students are well placed as well. So this is how I want to start my presentation on Cardiff Metropolitan University partnership and the MBA program, or if some of you are opting for PGDM plus GMP Cardiff, then definitely this is the presentation for you all. Now, before going directly to Cardiff, let me show you this, okay? The UBS vision and mission. Now, before I elaborate on this and why it is important, I want to ask any one of you, whoever, you can volunteer, okay? One person who is good enough. If I ask you, what do you want to be in 5 years from now or 7 years from now, what would be your answer? Yes, anyone?
A marketing analyst.
You want to be in marketing, you want to be a marketing research analyst. Is that
yes.
Okay, like Deloitte, okay? We have like multiple placements in Deloitte in the last couple of years, okay? And Tamagno Day is from Cardiff Med, besides other students, but it comes on the top of my head. Why? Because Tamagno also did international project with international students through BCNet. We are partners with BCNet, and that is again a very big forum for international colleges or international institutes to come together and create certain projects. So Tamagno worked on that and he got placed in Deloitte, and he is going to be a research analyst. He is passing out this year in convocation. Okay, now you say that you want to be a research analyst. Now to do that, to achieve that, what do you think you need to do, my dear?
Ma'am, I need to focus more on my research and analytical skills.
100%, right? So you will have to be working on your statistics. You have to be hands-on on Excel for sure, right? Of course,
yes.
You get subjects like other analytical subjects like Tableau, for instance, or business analytics, for instance, right? So very, very important. So you have to work on those skills, like your analytical skills, your critical thinking skills, your problem solving skills. These are some of the skills which are nowadays considered to be life skills, right? Previously, to do farming, to do hunting, to create food was considered to be life skills. But nowadays, in today's generation, your generation, these skills are considered to be life skills. Now, if you look at our vision means what we want to be. Just like you shared that what you want to become in 7 years time, if you deduct the 2 years of your MBA, right? So in 5 years, what you want to become. So that's what also UBS is thinking, that what we will become in our goal for the next 5 years or 7 years is to, of course, create impactful knowledge. Means we want to really make a impact in the society through our research work, right? Through our research work with industry, with academia, and of course with government association. We want to create certain knowledge which will be implemented and it will make a difference in the society. And of course, as always, we have been true to ourselves. We want to develop innovative, ethical, responsible, and global leaders who will transform organizations and society at large. Now, let us look at this 5 mission, but out of that, let us look at the first mission. If you see here, there is something called best global practices. We want to take from the best global practices, and the prime example is our partnership with foreign institution, and on top of this, the crown jewel is Cardiff Metropolitan University partnership. Now that is the partnership from where we have learned such a great deal in terms of best global practices, and we have incorporated them in our curriculum, whether it is PGDM or otherwise, right? So that is one of the things that I wanted to show you here. Sorry. And of course, the other part is, of course, creating impactful knowledge with the global academia. That is 100% sure. Cardiff Metropolitan University was one of our sponsors. Just we have concluded our international conference, and they were one of our partners. So we want to create that. Now, why I said vision and mission? Because what we want to be and what we are doing in order to achieve the vision. Similarly, as you pointed out, that I need to do these 5 things in order for me to realize my vision. And I think Universal Business School and Cardiff Metropolitan University MBA can definitely offer you an opportunity. I'm not saying that this is the be all and the end all, because there are plethora of programs that Universal Business School offers, but this is one of the best that you can take on in order to realize your dream of becoming a research analyst, or for that matter, a hardcore marketing professional, right? Now, I'm showing this map. Now, all of you know where Cardiff Metropolitan University is? Just
ma'am. UK.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
UK is considered United Kingdom. So there are 4 kingdoms.
Wales, ma'am.
Together, yes.
Wales, ma'am.
England, Northern Ireland, and Scotland. Of course, Cardiff is the city. Cardiff Cardiff is the capital city of Wales, and this is the Cardiff map. And of course, Cardiff Metropolitan University is in Cardiff, the capital city of Wales. Okay, so I just wanted to tell you people this. This is just a fun fact. But I think it's important for all of you to understand, where it is. If you are going to join this program, then where besides UBS, Cardiff Metropolitan University is also going to be our alma mater, right? So you should know where it is. It's very important. Now, can you tell me something, a few points about Cardiff, if you have read it before coming here to this particular presentation? Anyone? Of course, I am there to talk about it day and night. But
150-year-old university.
Excellent. It's a 150-year-old university, and it is. When you say 150-year-old, can you even imagine, how many years of experience these people might have in nurturing talent, right? So it's 150-year-old. The second very best thing, right now, right this moment, is that they have been declared the university, the topmost university in transnational education by Times. Overall in the whole of UK, they are the best university considered. Okay, so that is something to be very, very, very proud of. Okay, and all the degree is so much valuable. This degree is, they are the University of the Year. So if you get enrolled here, so you will be studying in University of the Year in UK. So that is that big an achievement for any university. Now you can look at, we have so many different partnerships. And of course, as I said, Cardiff Metropolitan, the picture you can see here on the extreme left is your Cardiff Metropolitan University School of Management. See, they have 5 different schools, and you will be, if you enroll at Cardiff, you will be the student of School of Management. Okay, so this is the hall. I just wanted to show you here. Okay, every year, faculty go. I have been there, and the students also are part of there. They are invited for convocation. They're invited for student body conferences, right? So definitely a lot of interaction there. Now, my slide here is focused on what are the benefits of transnational education. This education that you will get, this degree that you will get is called transnational education. What does it mean? It means that, of course, it has got 2 different continents study, of course, because we are in Asia, and that's in in the UK and Europe, right? So besides that, what is transnational education? It means the degree, right? The degree of Cardiff Metropolitan University will be as is. Meaning a student who's studying in Cardiff Metropolitan University campus, right, for MBA degree, in the same year with you here at Karjat Universal Business School, that degree is equally valid. It's the same degree you will get directly from Cardiff Metropolitan University. So basically, it means to say that everything that Cardiff Metropolitan University does for its MBA delivery and the program exactly is replicated in Universal Business School. So it is a campus of Cardiff Metropolitan University, you can call it, okay? And that's why the degree, the transcript will come directly from Cardiff Metropolitan University. And of course, UBS team has been trained in such a manner that we are able to provide the same experience at the same intensity and the same curricular and the same pattern, everything as per Cardiff Metropolitan University. I'm going to explain it in a little bit of detail. Now, First benefit, of course, is benefits of a UK education without leaving home. As I said, is the same intensity, is the same degree valid whether you have studied in Cardiff Met or you have studied in the campus, Universal Business School campus. It's the same, right? The second one, internationally recognized award, right? This MBA is internationally recognized, and our learners who have passed out from here have got jobs outside also. They have gone for higher studies as well, and everywhere this degree is valid. Okay, and of course it is very, very valid here in our corporate world as well. Of course, now this is very important. As a student, you will say, why Professor Elora is talking about quality assurance and QAA UK? Very important. Why did I say that? It is accredited. QAA accredited is very high ranking accreditation body in UK. Why I'm saying this? That means what? Every process is quality control and as per their standard, as per UK standard, as per the standard set by QAA UK, and definitely, and whatever degree you are getting will be as per what expected to deliver in Cardiff Metropolitan University. So whenever we say MBA accredited PGDM, that means it is equivalent to MBA, right? So people, the students, the learners who have studied at PGDM at UBS PGDM General, their PGDM is equivalent to MBA, and you have already got Cardiff Metropolitan MBA and you will get PGDM as well. So these are important factors you should know about your degree, right? And access to university sources, as I said, that you will be treated 100% as a student of Cardiff Metropolitan University, right? So all the access, the library access, the Turnitin access, the Moodle access, whatever access a student has in Cardiff Metropolitan University, you will also have it. Once you enroll, your user ID password will be generated and will train you to access those libraries. It's very, very important nowadays. Of course, everything is online. We do have a physical library, but everything is online, so you can have access to plethora of study materials that you can come across. Of course, regular visit by university academics, 100%, 3 times a year, if not 3 times, minimum 2 times, and 1 time will be through a conference, Microsoft Teams, right? What do they do? Their link tutor, our link tutor, we have been designated one link tutor who is a very senior professional there in Cardiff Metropolitan University, and he looks at how we are delivering our program, how the learners are benefiting from it, okay, what support now we require as a Universal Business School partner and our learners require, that is taken care of by the link tutor, right? And link tutor along with the partnership department people, they keep coming, they deliver, they attend to the students, they address the students, right? And this time it has been online because they have not been able to come because of COVID, but definitely they do visit, and of course they do deliver lecture. I know many hands are going up, but I will just request you, please note down your question and I will take it up, immediately after the presentation is over. And of course, you have the option of graduation in Cardiff or locally. All learners who pass out from Cardiff directly invites, and we are involved in that. We'll share with you all. You can go to Cardiff to get your convocation and attend your convocation, get your degree. And at the same time, you can attend UBS convocation as well. There is no challenges there because you have 2 degrees when you enroll for PGDM plus GMP Cardiff. One is Cardiff MBA and one is AICTE approved PGDM degree, right? So you can come and collect the PGDM degree here in convocation, and you can go to Cardiff, have a look around, and of course be part of your alumni. Right. Now, as I was telling about why quality assurance in transnational education is very important, you will say, how can we consider the campus at Universal Business School to be a campus of Cardiff Met, right? As I said, link tutor, right? And then comes external examiner. We have a nominated external examiner. Now, this external examiner is external to Cardiff Metropolitan University as well. He can be from some other university in the UK, and he has been nominated or designated as the external examiner for Cardiff Met. What does it mean? It means that there is total transparency and quality is managed. Because what happens is that, say for instance, I'm going to set the curriculum as prescribed by Cardiff Met, then I will set the question paper for you all, right? So I will send it to the link tutor. Link tutor will have a look at it, whether it is up to the level or not. Then it will go to external examiner. External examiner will have a look at it, whether it is okay or not. And only when he approves or she approves, then it comes back and we can hold the examination. Similarly, once your exams are over, we give you feedback, we give you marks. Again, it goes to Cardiff Met. They have department heads there. They will have a look at it, whether we have done proper marking or not, according to UK standard, right? After he or she says, yeah, this is fine, then it goes to the external, and external will say, okay, this is fine. That's when the exam board is held and you are given your credits, in progression board, and then award during the final award, right? Student involvement is great there. As I said, there is a lot of conferences that happens at the student level, and you will get to be part of it. And you get to know what they are doing, how they're handling their challenges. So it's a very, very vibrant interaction there, okay? And of course, peer review. Peer review means peer review from us, okay? Universal Business School, how Universal Business School is doing, whether we are able to maintain our standard in terms of Cardiff Metropolitan expectation or not. So we have this review every 5 years, and we have always been commended for our innovations and our stickler for holding up the quality, right? So definitely monitoring and the enhancement from the university. This is very important for all of you to know for any transnational education, because the degree is as is. So you need to know, when I'm saying that the benefit of studying UK education in India, then definitely all of this has to qualify, and then only you can say that you got this degree from Cardiff Met, right? So there I'll not go into that. Now another thing that I want to talk about, and some people may say that Professor Elora should not be doing this right now, because maybe it is about induction and we are trying to attract people, but I'm going to be very frank about it, and I'm going to show you how you can create a difference by being part of such a rigorous program. There is a lot of academic rigor there. Why? Because you are doing dual degree, so double the efforts any given time. You should understand that. But the benefit of 2 degrees, you should be able to highlight in your placement. You should be able to highlight in your future journey, right? In your career development, you should be able to differentiate yourself with these 2 degrees. Now, when I say academic rigor, the assessment types can be little different. Why I say that? In India, mostly it is like, there is some maybe quiz, 1 or 2 quizzes during class sessions, 1 or 2 group discussion, and the end of the day, there is a closed book examination, and everybody is trying to remember, cram their answers, and then write and get marks. But UK system is a little different. Here is more on your application, as Samas was telling, analytical thinking, critical writing, problem solving. These are some of the things that will be tested, and for that reason, not all modules or all courses have end-term examination. Yes, for PGDM you will have your end-term examination, no 2 thoughts about it, because AICTE dictates that. But for Cardiff Met, you may have a complete written report as your assignment, right? You can have a practical project as your assignment, or you could have group presentation and a written report as your assignment. You can have completely case study based exam only as mandated by Cardiff. Okay, so you can have a different variety of this assessment types. Why I'm talking about this again? You will get the different flavor. These are the global best practices that we are following here, right? So you will get a flavor to apply. See, even for a written report, you may say all the questions are known because it is given 2 months prior to you submission of the written report, and still students struggle. Why is that? Because it's all about application. So a learner who is able to research properly and apply his or her learning into the written report is bound to be more successful, right? Because in the what you need to do is, you need to apply your learning. You are not going to mug up. There is no correct answer there, like in an examination, in a closed book examination. What it is that you do research, you find out in inferences, you analyze, and you implement, right? And that's what will teach, this kind of assessment will teach you to do that. And there is a very detailed feedback process the faculty have to give feedback to the students about their performances, and people should be working on their gaps areas, and people who are doing very well should maintain it as it is. So there is a very detailed feedback process that goes into our program. Right now, I want to showcase some of our stars. I'm not saying that everyone gets a chance here, because I have around 150 odd students in the first year of Cardiff right now, right? But this is some of the opportunities that are available to Cardiff Metropolitan University student, because you get nominated to be a student leader and represent UBS in the conference at Cardiff Met. Ishan has done it in the past, Kriti has done it in the past, Ankush has done it in the past, and of course Revati is a very special. She got a full-fledged, paid, Erasmus scholarship, European education scholarship, and she studied at University of Economics, Varna, Bulgaria for one whole term. She's a Cardiff Met student, and she studied there for 4-month period, a complete trimester for them, and she had great things to say and great things to learn. She got 7 letters of recommendation. She is a firebrand and a great achievement, and I take it a lot of pride in all of these students. UBS takes a lot of pride in all of these students, right? But there is a criteria there. But of course, the best, let the best person win, okay? Because these are very coveted scholarships that are available, and going to Cardiff Met is also fully paid scholarship, right? So definitely these things should attract you, and you should feel motivated to do better and better every day if you decide to join university. Now, besides this, these are for the people who are like, very top level. Some of you say, no ma'am, I am above average, but I still would like to experience some immersive learning, because it's a global environment. I want to study in a global environment, and I want to study there. Okay, so we have one short mobility program that has been created by Professor Vijay Tandon, and as and when the time will be there, in some other subsequent presentation that can be talked about in detail. But we have a very short mobility program that has been created in association with partnership with University of Economics, Varna, Bulgaria. It's a 1-month project, and you will do 3 modules. Now, anybody and everybody who has a good attendance record and of course above average academics can apply for it. The fee is different, and it will be taken only once you come here and you work on it and you show interest on it, because of COVID it could not materialize in the last couple of years. But again, I think from this year onwards we'll again start rejuvenating it. So it's a 1-month program. Even Cardiff Met student can, or an INSEAD Paris student can, or SSM can join this program. This is for 1 month. Okay, so it will be in term 3, towards the end of term 3. So I'm just giving you this option also because as many students nowadays, mobility, immersive learning is very important, and I think all of you or some of you can definitely choose it, right? Other than that, there is no harm in that. If you don't choose it, you still have the tough way to go, but you can be the topper, and of course you can grab the Erasmus scholarship at that, right? There's no stopping you there. Now, this is your, I wanted to put this picture, how a student life is, and this is your going to be seniors if you come back, okay, or if you join Universal Business School this academic year, they are your seniors. I take great pride. I have great numbers and great talent in Cardiff Met MBA program. They are the reigning champions of Universal Business School Olympics, right? And they have won great accolades wherever they have participated, whether within UBS or outside UBS. And this is like they're a powerhouse, and I'm very proud of them. And I'm pretty sure once you will join, also you will put to that power, right? Experiential learning, the Professor Vijay here with his band of students, the group work going on, lot of discussion based learning happens at Universal Business School, and you need to be actively participant. See, we have the platform, we'll provide you with the opportunities, but you have to take the initiative. You should be the one to be motivated. Okay, I want to be doing this, I want to be part of this, because whenever there's a group activity, some students may say, okay, 4 people are doing it, I can just relax and it's fine, I cannot be part of a crowd. Remember, every leader has to be first a team player. A leader has to be first a team player. Only a team player can eventually become a leader, right? So you have to work in groups, and Universal Business School have ample all opportunities provided to you, whether academics, co-curricular, extracurricular, for group activities and individual performances. And the world is your oyster, and you can do the best that you can possibly do, right? And of course, we are, a very vibrant community, as I said, and this is part of our, organizing committee for Model United Nations. I think many of you have been in your school and colleges have done it. Universal Business School also does it. Okay, and this was the, for the current academic year, we had our Model United Nations. Now I want to show this picture, and I thought. This is important for me to show this picture. It's not that they are my darling, all my students are darling, but I just want to give you a flavor of what Cardiff Met students have done so far. Now these are 6 students here, I think, 6 or 7 students you can see here, and they had come here for the convocation which we held on 19th February this year. But these students passed out in 2020, but that's when the COVID hit them big time, and they faced the challenge, and we faced the challenge. Every one of us faced that challenge, and slowly we're coming back to normal. But the COVID did not stop for them from getting placed by Universal Business School in great companies, and they are still with those companies, and they're doing great. For instance, let's look at this guy on the extreme right side. If you're facing the guy, so this guy is in Wilmar Adani. He's a marketing specialization guy. And the second, the tall guy here is Pariyant here is from PwC. He's a consultant there. He's from finance background, right? And Shweta here is, of course, in Lodha Group, and she's from marketing specialization. Ishan here is, of course, the student of the year. And you have seen him in the previous picture also, I suppose, if you remember him. He was one of the student leaders who represented UBS at Cardiff Metropolitan University. He is in Tresvasta. He got that time, I think he got the highest salary of his time. And of course, on my other side, you will see Kriti Khandelwal. She is also from finance. She is with American Express as an analyst. And of course, this guy here is again, with Lodha Group. He's also, but he's from operations, right? And the final one is again Shubham here. Shubham is finance guy, and he's at IDFC Bank first, right? So I just wanted to showcase here instead of going into data, because I think you people had the other webinar of placements and all, but I just wanted to, from my side, what Cardiff Met students could be doing or are doing. And of course, there are international students who have gone for higher studies, and that is also there. Okay, and it's all opportunities are up to you. Now, why I showed this is because I, as the program leader, always believe that okay, your performance is going to be my performance, and your success is going to be my success, right? So whoever decides to join Universal Business School, and of course Cardiff Met dual degree program has to be very focused. But I am there 100%. Universal Business School dynamic team is there 100% with each one of you. In order for you to realize your vision, as someone has shared that he wants to be a marketing research analyst. So we are going step by step, and definitely this 2-year journey is going to be transformative for you. At least, I believe in that, right? With that, I will end my presentation here.